your whole generation will be kind of wiped out, almost like in a genocidal fashion. Like because before it was like we had grandpa and grandma and the family Sunday dinner, and there was like this structure there, like almost like a governance kind of thing. But then grandma got sick and granddaddy died, and now suddenly everything's just kind of scattered. Like remember the movie Soul Food and how when Big Mama died, everything just fell apart. Right, like it was like there was no family at that point in a way, right? So the having the structure there gives you something that's like stronger than grandma, that's going to outlive grandma, right? And that lets the Johnson family live forever, and it lives through these vehicles, the trust and just having the code of con. You have a little code of I don't know, code of conduct for your family. Make it fun. Do whatever it is this is what the Johnson family does. This is who we are, right? Just whatever, something that's gonna like give some type of structure, and so talking can let you do that. I don't think it has to be complex. I think it can be very simple. And what it does is it creates like a permanence. And then the children come along and the babies are like, well, who am I? And you're like, well, you're a Johnson, son. And the Johnsons, this is what we do. And the baby's like, okay, that's what Johnsons do. All right, well, I'm proud to be a Johnson, right? And that gives them like a validation, right? A label. It lets them know who they are instead of them not knowing who they are, and then they just decide, well, since my family never really gave me any sort of structured validation, I'm going to get that from my job in Amazon. Like, well, what are you now? Well, I'm an Amazon employee, and at Amazon, we take pride in our warehouses. Okay, I get it, but that's not yours. That's Jeff Bezos's family. That's their thing. And they can fire you from that at any moment, and they don't care anything about you. And they're not going to really compensate you at a level that's going to actually help you build any generational wealth. And I don't think that that's the best use of your attention and energy, right? So create something that the babies can be proud of. Like create something that they can brag about. It's really funny. Like I told you, I told you how I was kind of shocked when I went to that. I went to the New Jersey Black Chamber of Commerce. John Harmon, that was the name of the guy who invited me, and I liked that guy a lot. And the governor of New Jersey was there. I had to look up his name. I didn't know who. I thought it was still that big chubby guy, Chris Christie, but it was actually this guy named Phil Murphy. And so Phil Murphy's speaking, and he goes, "As our guest speaker, Dr. Boyce Watkins says," and I'm like, "Wow, he's quoting me. That's cool." And I'm like, "What's he gonna say? What did Boyce say?" And he goes, build a legacy that your grandkids can brag about. And I was like, I don't remember ever saying that, but that's a good quote. And then I was going through my Facebook page and I saw where there was this image we created this little thing with that quote, and I was like, oh, that's where they got it from. But I think that that's true. I really believe that. I think when you're talking about the kids and the grandkids, I really want us to just give them something to be proud of. I want them to feel like, okay, I'm a part of something. I ain't got to leave my house to be part of an institution, right? Like I don't have to go join a gang. I don't have to go join a corporate gang. I don't have to go and join the military. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. I mean, that's fine. No, I'm not judging any of that. It's like, no, I was born into something. I was born into wealth, and it may not be financial wealth. But if you know anything about Black people, you know that we're very good at creating cultural wealth, right? So why not use our natural ability to create cultural wealth, but use it in something other than just making music, right? Or fashion.